Hello and welcome to Finextra. I'm Josie Waite and I'm here at Sibos 2017 in Toronto. And joining me is Jerry Norton from CGI, and we are talking about themes at Sibos. Thank you very much for joining me, Jerry.
Pleasure.
So Jerry, are you having a good Sibos?
We are indeed.
What are some of the key issues you were discussing with banks this week?
Payments modernisation is pretty much at the top of the agenda, and by that I mean everything from real-time gross settlement renewal to the implementation of real-time payments.
What are some of the implications and challenges facing banks looking to implement real-time payments?
I think there's 4 or 5 challenges. Of course, you need to get some technology to connect into a clearing and settlement mechanism which is providing real-time payments. But actually on top of that, you need to worry about a number of things. First of all, the scalability issue. The volume today may be low, but in most countries which have adopted real-time payments, the volume goes up like a hockey stick. So you need to be able to respond to that. Secondly, it's a 24/7 by definition. So that means you can't take some of your systems down when you might traditionally have done so, and the system itself has to be available all the time, and that includes swapping out for new operating systems, etc., etc. So 24/7 is critical. The next issue is stand-in. In the retail environment, you may well be able to authorize a transaction on a Sunday morning when your systems are not available, they're down for other reasons. However, the corporate systems, in particular corporate ledgers, may not be available at all. So how do I authorize it? How do I know the funds are there? How do I know the account is valid? Finally, the other challenge I think is about fraud or anti-fraud and anti-money laundering. You only have 10 seconds to process some of these transactions. In the Eurozone, for instance, these things are actually deemed to be cross-border, so therefore you've got to do an AML check, and you clearly want to do an anti-fraud check because the money goes out of the account and once it's gone out, it's gone. So you have to do those checks within 10 seconds. That is a challenge. Traditionally, banks didn't have to do it that way.
But are there any opportunities for banks?
Yes, and I think the problem as always is everybody always concentrates on the connection and the technology, and therefore the cost and the difficulty of implementing it. They do not look at the upside, that what the clients want, how you make money, what you've got to deliver. In the jargon, those are the overlay services. Those could be personal, they could be P2P, they could be request to pay, but equally they could be for corporates, they could be about doing payroll in real time, etc. So banks must actually concentrate on the upside, the revenue opportunities, and look at these overlay services. And if they do that, there is business to be had, either in retaining existing customers, winning new mandates, and actually making some money which wasn't there before.
That's great. Thank you very much, Jerry.
Pleasure.
And thank you for watching.